Hello everyone, welcome back to Just Invest Today. Today I want to talk about my journey in value investing and all the big bets that I've kind of made. Right now I have 70% of my portfolio in China, and I'm going to get into the small cap or kind of mid cap stocks that I own right now because I've been making kind of solid gains, and I just kind of want to show you kind of where I'm at right now in my journey because it's been a long journey in my eyes, even though it's been really short. Though realistically it's been a short journey of like 4 years consistently. I was investing back in the day, but it wasn't consistent. It was more S&P 500, which was good gains. But now I've been doing my own thing like seriously for 4+ years. So my investing strategy this whole time is just buy when there's crazy events happening in the market, which I'm seeing everyone run away. And that's when I've been getting into the market. So let's talk about what happened during the pandemic when everyone was running away, scared. I was investing like crazy. I was buying Skechers, Bank OZK, I was buying Alta. And then when all those stocks recovered, I just sold at a good 50, 60, 70% gains. I had stamps.com that got bought out. I made like 50, 60%. Like I was going crazy during that whole run. We had the Chinese stock market crash and the bank crisis. So during that bank crisis, I was making crazy amount of money too, 30, 40% gains because I was buying EWBC. I followed Li Lu into that. I was just buying a lot of bank stocks or stocks that I knew I kind of thought that were going to recover, just looking at what the big people were buying. Investing a lot of big banks that were selling off that I knew they were going to recover, they weren't going to die out. After the whole Silicon Bank Valley crash happened, I was basically doing that. So I made good gains doing that. And now for the whole Chinese stock market crash, this hasn't turned out as fast as I want to, even though I'm extremely bullish and I'm super happy of all the bets I made, even though I'm still down, like 20% on JD.com overall. Tencent, I'm still down like 25%. Baba, I'm still down like 40% around that area. So I'm still down on my big positions when it comes to my 3 largest holdings, Baba, JD.com, and Tencent. But that doesn't matter because they're buying back stock, they're still growing, they're giving me a dividends. So I can wait 5, 10, 15 years. It doesn't matter to me. I know it's going to recover, so I'm not really worried about that. So right now, I'm still seeing everyone run away from China. So I've been buying a lot of these small cap stocks, these stocks that no one wants because everyone's afraid of China. China's gonna go to war with Taiwan, how Biden's doing all these like restrictions and all these companies in China. That's what's happening with China, and everyone's selling them out. I'm buying all these stocks with a low PE that are buying back stocks that are giving me dividends, that have some growth still left in it. So that's what I've been doing for these past couple months, and I'm seeing kind of success in that area. So I want to go through some of the stocks that I own in this area because I just think this is a good lesson to learn and just kind of keep implementing this mindset of going where everyone is avoiding if you still see value in those areas. So that's what I've been doing. So guys, let's get into the video and let's get into some of my picks that I have going into 2024 to 2025 to 2026. I might be selling out of them soon. I don't know. I still have a strong feeling with all of these companies as of today. I'm not going to do a deep dive into these stocks. I'm just presenting my stock picks that I had for 2024. So let's get into the first one. My first one was Yarn Digital. This was a loan facilitation company, which basically gives out loans to borrowers or people that need cash. The reason I bought this company because it had 0 debt, had $761 million of cash on the balance sheet when I last looked at it. And it was selling less than a 1 PE. It was generating 18% of the market cap in 1 quarter when I invested in this company. It was buying back shares as much as they can. And CEO owns 35% of the company. So I'm just like, what is going on? Why is this stock so cheap? So I just bought into this company. So far, I've generated over 100% gain in this company. So I've generated a good amount of money just from this buy. It's still selling below the cash it has on the balance sheet. So I still see a huge margin of safety. It's still growing its loan book at double digits. So I'm just like, what is happening? And I'm just happy that I bought into this company when I thought it was cheap, not listening to the noise because I know everyone's gonna say, is this a fraud? What is this company doing? The whole structure of the company is kind of confusing, the ownership. So I understand why people kind of would avoid this company. So I'm not saying go buy this, but I'm just like, damn, like this seems like an opportunity. So that was the first one I bought. Next company I'm going to talk about is in the kind of same area, the consumer loan business. I call this company QFN. When I was buying this company, it was around like a 4 PE with a 5 to 6% dividend. I had like a 30 plus free cash flow yield, and it was buying back stock. So I was like, why is this so cheap? And the loan facilitation was growing. And this was on a backdrop of a bad economy. So I'm just like, if this is on a bad economy, what happens when the economy explodes in China? But we do have the risk of the loan business. What if the loans go bad, or what if this happens? So this is where you kind of have to keep your eyes open on these companies, because you don't know if these loans are going to turn bad or whatever, because you are putting loans on these businesses and on these different wealth management sectors. So you have to be careful. But it was just selling so cheap, in my opinion. The CEO was coming out and saying that it's super undervalued. They're basically returning like 15% from the 7% forward dividend yield. Plus they're doing buybacks, which they just announced a $350 million buyback, turning so much cash towards us. So I have really strong confidence in the management, and they own a good percentage of the company again. And that's why I see everything kind of just aligned. So I'm up around like 25%. I was buying this around like 13 or 14. Plus I've been getting dividends. So I'm up around that 21 to 25% mark. And I still see a huge growth trajectory for this company. So the next stock is a company called DayQ. And I've been purchasing this stock around $31. And it's been a ride, because it went from like $31 down to like 16 or 17 or lower. And then now it's back up to like around $27. So it's been a crazy ride with the stock, and I'm still pretty much down like 11 or 12%. But I still see a huge upside from here. I just can't see where I can lose on this position unless something happens with the company. It blows up, like a facility blows up, or just, I don't know. But I just see a lot of huge upside for this company. This company is basically a commodity-based company. It produces polysilicon for solar panels. So the prices go up everywhere. Sometimes they're up, sometimes they're down. It's been a really down market for polysilicon. Even though the prices have been down, the company is still able to make money. So when the price recovers, this stock should go crazy, because it's just selling at a cheap price. Today, it's trading at less than 1 PE right now. So you can see the potential that it has if commodity prices for polysilicon kind of rise right back up. Basically, my quick thesis that a lot of people are talking about, that I'm talking about, is that it has a net cash balance of $3.2 billion. The assets are worth at least $6.5 billion. The current valuation is 1.9 to like $2.2 billion. It's been buying back so much stock. It reduced, I think, the share count by like 32%, something crazy like that. They might even give out a dividend in April, May time. So we're going to see what's happening with that. But I just want them to keep buying back stock, get the share count down as fast as possible at these cheap prices. So this is my quick bet on DQ. So that is my quick analysis of these three companies, nice and short. I got two other ones that I didn't talk about, Yum China and some other companies. So guys, what do you think about these stock picks? Are you buying? Are you selling? Do you not like it? Do you hate them? Do you own these companies already? Tell me what you think about everything. Like this video and subscribe to my channel. Peace.